I'm going in for the perfect bite. Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making a perfect no-bake cheesecake that's gonna look just like this. It's so simple and I can't wait for you guys to try it. All right guys, so we're gonna get started with our crust. Here we have our almond flour, and this is butter, so just melted butter. Everything's going right into the bowl. So we have our melted butter, and then our sweetener. So I'm using powdered allulose, but you can use whatever you have on hand. If you have monk fruit, erythritol, whatever you have, you can use it. And then these are walnuts. So you can use walnuts or pecans, maybe even almonds. This is just kind of like a rough chop. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna give it texture. So you're gonna have kind of like that crunch within the crust. Because remember, this is no bake, so you know, this is gonna give texture to it. And then we have vanilla. So let's just mix everything up, and this is what it's gonna look like, kind of like wet sand. And you're gonna see that it will come together. Once your mixture looks like this, you're gonna get your springform pan, whatever you have. I just like using springform because it's super easy after. And I'll link everything down below, okay? So you're just gonna throw your mixture right in there, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to form our crust. And you can use your spatula. I'm just gonna use my hand to make things easier, but let's try to see if we can get it down with the spatula. I pretty much, you know, formed it with the spatula, but I have this little kind of like a bean masher so that it gives it more like stability. All right guys, so this is what your crust is gonna look like. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. You want it to set for at least 30 minutes or just while you make your filling, okay? So we're gonna put that in now. So now we're gonna make our filling. One tip is to make sure that you put your mixing bowl either in the freezer for a few minutes, or you can keep it in the fridge while you set everything up. So now we have our heavy cream, okay? So we're just gonna throw in our heavy cream right into our mixing bowl. And if you don't have a stand mixer, you can make this, you know, with a hand mixer. We're gonna throw in some powdered sweetener and our vanilla for flavor. So you can use vanilla extract or vanilla flavor, whatever you have on hand, okay? So let's go ahead and get this whipped up. We're gonna make some heavy cream, some whipped cream. This is how you make it. It's super, super simple. And then I will show you the next step. Okay, so let me show you. So this, I don't know, it was like less than a minute, but this is how stiff it is. You can see. And that, it helps, the cold bowl really helps, you know, just make a whipped cream super quickly. So let's go ahead and put this into a bowl, and I'm gonna show you the next step from here. So here's our whipped cream. We're gonna set this aside, and now we're gonna finish up our mixture. So I'm just using the same bowl just because, you know, we don't want more dishes here. So what we're gonna do is put in room temperature cream cheese. So we're just gonna put in 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. So we have our 2 blocks of cream cheese, and then we're gonna add sweetener. So we're gonna add our sweetener, which is powdered sweetener. For this, you do wanna use a powdered sweetener because it's not gonna bake. So if you don't have powdered sweetener already, you can throw it through your blender, through your food processor. You could even through like a little coffee grinder, or if you buy a sweetener, you know, if you buy a powdered sweetener, then that's fine, but you don't have to. Like, you can literally use the sweetener you have at home and just make it powdered. So we're gonna cream the cream cheese with the sweetener before we add the rest, okay? So we're gonna do that really quickly. And I'll show you what this looks like. Yeah. Okay, so this looks beautiful. And this is what it's gonna look like. The only reason why you wanna cream it together is so that the sweetener is evenly distributed through the cream cheese, okay? And then, look at how beautiful. It just makes it like more fluffy. So now we're gonna mix in the rest of our ingredients, which is a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're gonna do some vanilla. So it's just for the flavor. If you guys don't like vanilla, you can use maple, you can use whatever. I mean, this is you're gonna eat it, so whatever you like. And then we have our sour cream. So let's just toss that in over here on the side. And we're just going to mix this. Hold on, guys. We need to scrape the edges, I forgot. Let's just scrape. I'm gonna give it a good little scrape here. You can see that. Okay, so that way everything can mix. Sometimes it'll start to build up on the sides, and you obviously don't want that because you want all the ingredients to be mixed together. So this looks beautiful, nice and creamy. Let's go ahead and give it a little a little taste to see if it needs anything. Oh my god, so good. Looks like a dream, to be honest. Looks almost like ice cream. Look at that. So thick. Okay, so you typically just mix everything into your mixing bowl, but so that you get, I'm gonna put it into a clear bowl so that you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Now, this silkiness, I don't know if you can see how silky and creamy this is. So the trick to get this texture is to let your cream cheese sit out. It has to be room temperature. So I let it sit out for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So let's go ahead and pour this in. Oh my gosh. This tastes so good. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to fold in the whipped cream. So you don't wanna mix it, you just kinda wanna fold it in, okay? So to fold it, you're just gonna kinda like from the bottom and over. Like you don't wanna just like mix it like this, you know? You wanna get it from the bottom and over, bottom, over, okay? And let's go ahead and add the rest of it. We're just gonna add little bits at a time because you don't want it to go flat. That's the reason why you don't want to just mix. Yeah, this is gonna be a perfect dessert for summer because you don't have to turn your ovens on. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know how that gets, right? Your whole house is hot, just all that. So this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna try it one more time to make sure that it is perfect because at this point we are just gonna put our filling onto our crust and our cake's gonna be done. So you always wanna taste your stuff to make sure it's to your liking. Get ready. Get ready to be obsessed. Let me grab our crust. This was in the fridge while we made our filling. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful, no bake. And now we have our filling, which I already tried it. It's perfect. So now let's put it in. Okay, so I'm just getting as much as I can off of the spatula. We're going to try and just smooth it all out. And then it's going back into the fridge. Now for this to set, it does take a bit of time. It's gonna be about 4 to 6 hours, but trust me, it is so worth it. Like, it is so worth it. You have to make this. And you're gonna be so happy. Your fam's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need the recipe. And then you're gonna tell them, go to Low Carb Love. She's so awesome. I'm kidding, but no, seriously, you are gonna wanna make this. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. We're gonna get this in the fridge and then I will show you the final product. All right guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and decorate the cake and then we will move on to some photos and the taste test. All right guys, so now for my favorite part of this entire video, we are doing the taste test. Take a look at this texture. Look at that height. Like, I am just obsessed right now. And I'm going in for the perfect bite. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is phenomenal. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not like whipped cream and it's not as thick as cheesecake. It's like right in the middle and it's like the perfect texture. It's like silk on your tongue. And then the berries and the crust, you cannot even tell it's not, oh my, you have to make, I'm not even joking, like you have to make this. You guys are gonna be blown away by this cake. I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna go crazy on this, but yes. Yes, 10 out of 10, you have to try this. All right guys, so for the recipe, there is a link in the description that's gonna take you to my website, which you're gonna be able to either print this recipe or just look at all the details, macros, everything's listed there for you. Not only is this recipe on there, but I have tons of recipes that are exclusive to the website that is not, you're not gonna find anywhere else. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure that you are following me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I just share more recipe ideas and a glimpse into my everyday life. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. You guys are gonna be so obsessed with this recipe, so come back, comment down below, and let me know what you think. But I will see you on my next video. Mwah.